Alright, made it back. Okay, made it back in. Got the thing outfitted with kind of just a standard loadout. So inside I've got just all A-rated stuff. Power plant, thrusters, frame shift, everything. And for optionals, I just went with the 5C bi-weave. I'll start with that. Got a fuel scoop, a planetary vehicle so I can check out the planets. The Discovery scanner. I stick a shield cell bank in one of the military compartments. You've got 3 military compartments. Since this is really a combat ship. But I'm not loading it out that way at this point. Utility mounts. I did it sort of like I would do a Python. 3 boosters and a heatsink launcher. We'll see how that works out, I don't know. Hard points, I went straight forward, a couple multi-cannons, and then laser turrets on the sides. Like I say, like I would do a Python. It's probably totally wrong for this ship, but I'll start there and then we'll see where it goes. Livery is interesting. Of course, you can't get any paint jobs or anything yet. I named this poor thing Test Tube Alpha, and I changed the voice to the new Victor voice. This is where you change the voice setting.
Greetings, Commander. This is Verity, your cockpit voice assistant.
Greetings, Commander. This is Victor, your cockpit voice assistant, more commonly known as Kovas.
Alright, so we're going to use Victor, I guess. That'll be just different. Alright, so now that we're here, we have to figure some of this stuff out about... let's take a look in the contacts. I do not... Oh, here it is. Material Trader. That's what I wanted to see. Material Trader. So let's take a look at the Material Trader and see what that looks like. Ah, interesting. So I have 10 chemical processors, apparently, which I can trade up to be chemical distilleries. I have... Oh, look. So I could trade my chemical manipulators up for pharmaceutical isolators. And vice versa, go down. Yeah, it's going to take some time to analyze like what stuff turns into what stuff and decide how useful it is. So let's see how this works. So if I wanted to get an additional chemical manipulator out of my distilleries, so I want to do that. I totally don't understand this. Select material to trade. I thought I just did. Alright, let's see if I select this. No, that doesn't look like what I want. It's giving me nothing. What does this do? Oh, here. If I offer one, I think this is backwards from what I'm thinking it's doing. I think it's going to take 1 chemical manipulator and give me 3 distilleries, which is not what I want. So I guess when I clicked on this first, that was wrong. You want to click on the one you want first. Okay, so I want manipulators, and I'm willing to trade distilleries for it. I can give him 6 distilleries and get 1 manipulator. Okay, now that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's try it and see what happens. I should wind up with 2 and 20. Let's see if that works. Yeah, so now I have 2 of those and I got 1 of those out of it. Interesting that I can get pharmaceutical isolators out of these. these are kind of harder to find. At least they have been for me. Okay, well, I'll have to think about these things. So let's try it the other direction. Let's say that I really want chemical distilleries. Of course, I'm going to lose. Well, I don't care. This is beta. And I'm going to trade a chemical manipulator for it. I'll trade 1 and get 3. So I'll be back to 19, and then I should have 5 over here. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, that makes sense to me. It remains to be seen how useful this will be. Also, since this is beta, this particular material trader trades all of the material types. Chemical, thermic, heat, conductive, mechanical, capacitors, all the types. As I understand it, in the live game, each material trader may have only 1 or 2 or something, so you may have to jump around to different places to trade different stuff. More reasons to fly about the galaxy, I suppose. And again, I don't know how that's going to work out in terms of time and effort, but at least we have a chance now of doing some of this. Like, here's heat vanes. Heat vanes is something that I might need for, I know I've needed them before. It doesn't tell you what, it does not tell you here what blueprints heat vanes is used in. You're still going to have to go look that up. Alright, well, at least we can do it. So if I have a bunch of wiring and I wanted heat vanes, I wonder if I can trade up from there. Probably not. Let's see. I want heat vanes. Oh yes, no, they're red. So the only place I can go is here or here. But I could trade these up into this and this up into this and this. Okay, that'd be a lot of clicking. But I could eventually get the lower ones up to here, except not really, because I'm only going to get a couple. Yeah, I guess if I had 100 of these or 1,000 of these, I could get a lot of heat vanes with a lot of clicking. Okay, I'm going to reserve judgment on all this stuff at this point. I'm just looking at it. It's a new feature, and I always like that there's new features. Now here's a way to get Imperial shielding, which can be hard to get. Yeah, okay. Same with capacitors. Now here's something, if I wanted these, well, I do have a few of these lower ones. Interesting. What I really wanted to find out was the data, though, because that's what I was interested in. How hard is it to get, for example, data mined wake exceptions? But there's no data trader here, apparently. Just materials. Okay, well, I can't answer the question that I had here yet. The technology broker's down here. Alright, fine. Take my money and stop asking me. Technology broker, let's have a look at him. Here's stuff I can buy. A remote release flechette launcher. Well, I've always wanted to release some flechettes remotely. I don't even know what that means. Aren't flechettes like little darts? I thought they were darts. A dart tosser. Remote release dart tosser. Fixed. I guess it was broken before. I'm kidding. A turreted shock cannon. A fixed shock cannon. I don't know if it's not fixed or turreted, so I assume it must be gimbaled, even though it doesn't say gimbaled. Enzyme missile rack. Yes, I definitely want to shoot some enzyme missiles or something. Especially if they spray green gook all over it. That would be awesome. Okay. So I can't buy any of these things because I don't have enough of all this stuff. Since they're all red, I guess I have none of any of them? No, I do have some of those things. Oh, okay, here's where it tells me how much I have. So I would need a lot more iron. Some molybdenum. Some rhenium, which I've never even heard of. More germanium. And I'd have to go buy some CMM composites. So I could get my remote dart toss going. Alright, well, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about these. What does it say about them? Almost as fast, very accurate, fast moving, high damage, blah 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 blah, but it doesn't actually give you any stats. It just gives you this anecdote. Okay, that's not very useful. We're going to have to find out what the stats are on these things. I don't know. And I still want to know where the data trader is. Now let's see. Now they said in the patch notes that there were new filters on the galaxy map, so let's take a look at that. New filters. Let's see. Engineers. Okay, so it's not there. That must be here. Let's see. By services. Interesting. So raw. Which one is raw? What are raw materials? I don't know, but I guess Bolg has raw materials. Yeah. Manufactured. Okay, so the one I'm in has manufactured. Of course, I don't know if this is accurate now because beta's weird, but okay. What about encoded? Alright, so that one down there, whatever it is, I can't even see it. Where'd it go? Ross 490 has encoded materials. Now, I don't know if that means data or not. But it might. Tech broker human, tech broker guardian. There's guardian tech brokers. Material trader. It says material trader. It doesn't say data trader. I don't know. I don't know what the data trader is. Let's look at the rest of this map since we're looking at it. What else do we have in here? We had Guardian Tech Brokers. Do any of those actually show up? Yeah. Or do they? No, wait a minute. I don't see any nearby me anyway. Human though, yeah, okay, weird has one. Why are all those like getting highlighted? When I highlight this one, they all light up. Whee! That doesn't look right. Alright, let's see. Interstellar factors. Ross 490. Well, I don't know. Alright, so I suppose the next step before I go herring off into the universe is go down to the engineer and see what changes we find down there. Alright, I'll call that episode 2 of the ongoing amazing beta coverage here in my new Chieftain. I'm gonna go down and land on the engineer's base and see what we find down there. What did I actually wind up with? Stock 18.75 max jump range, well 18.4 current jump range. And I don't know how fast the ship is, or I don't know anything about this ship.
Landing gear retracted.
Now let's get it out through the slots and see. Oh, it's quite quick. Well, it makes cool noises. Alright, so there it is. The Chieftain hit it out for the first time. And now we'll go do some engineering on it and find out about the changes there. And just kind of have some fun here in the beta. I shall return!